Imagine flying thousands of miles, stepping off the plane into blazing heat, and the first thing you're told is this: take your clothes off. Not because it's a joke. Not because it's some prank. Because if you want to step into this community, you must be like them, naked. In this African tribe, clothing is seen as a symbol of shame, of dishonesty, of hiding your truth. So when tourists arrive, they're met with a cultural law that flips everything they've ever known: no clothes allowed. Not even for visitors. And here's the catch. If you refuse, you're not welcome. This is not about sex. It's not about rebellion. It's about a way of life you've likely never seen before. Where is this place, and why so different? Tucked deep within the deserts of Namibia, or hidden along the green edges of the Congo Basin, are tribes like the Himba and others that follow centuries-old traditions that defy modern norms. In this tribe, clothing is not required, and in many cases, it's discouraged. The sun scorches during the day, and the dust of the earth clings to bare skin. But for the people here, that's exactly how life is meant to be. Children run free. Women proudly expose their chests, adorned not with fabrics but with clay and jewelry made from the land. Men wear only what's necessary to protect themselves during labor. This is a world that doesn't see nudity as taboo. In fact, the taboo is clothing itself. But it goes deeper than comfort or heat. There's a story here. One that reveals a powerful truth about freedom, shame, and the human body. The rule that shocks every outsider. When tourists arrive, usually through small, eco-cultural tours or guided expeditions, they're met with friendly smiles and an unexpected demand. You must undress. You cannot enter dressed like that. It's jarring. Most come expecting to observe, to be voyeurs. But instead, they're asked to participate, to shed not just their clothes, but their cultural expectations. Why? Because in this tribe's eyes, wearing clothes among the naked is a form of disrespect. It creates separation. It brings hierarchy. To be one of them, you must be with them. And that means walking the same path, bare. One guide recounts a story. A French couple refused. They felt uncomfortable. But the elder simply smiled and said, "Then you will not understand us. Why nudity isn't what you think here. To truly grasp this world, we need to undo what we've been taught. In much of the West, nudity equals sexuality. It's hidden, regulated, shamed. But in many African tribes, especially those untouched by colonization, the body is not a source of shame. It's a symbol of honesty. Nudity here has nothing to do with sex. It has everything to do with natural living, ancestral pride, and equality. Take the women, their bodies are not sexualized. Instead, they use ochre clay to decorate their skin, transforming themselves into walking works of art. Men often cover only their loins, not out of embarrassment but practicality. Children wear nothing at all, running free under the sun, unburdened by fabrics. To these communities, a clothed visitor is someone hiding something. And it's not uncommon to hear locals laugh at how serious outsiders are about something as silly as covering knees or shoulders. How the tribe reacts to Western tourists. The reactions are priceless. Some tourists break down in tears, ashamed, embarrassed, even angry. Others find freedom in the moment. Shedding clothes becomes a shedding of mental weight. One woman, a travel blogger from Spain, said, "It was terrifying. But then, it felt like breathing for the first time." Locals? They laugh gently. Not out of mockery, but because they see how stuck many visitors are. To them, clothes are the true prison. An elder from the tribe said it best. "Why would you hide the house your spirit lives in?" That line alone flips the narrative. Shocking ceremonies and tribal rituals tourists witness. Imagine being invited to a wedding ceremony, where everyone is naked, painted in rich earth tones, singing and dancing as one. Or witnessing a coming-of-age ritual, where boys become men not through battle, but through stories told under the stars, naked, raw, open. To outsiders, these moments may feel like a fantasy, or a forbidden dream. And yes, tourists have mistaken these moments for erotic, for sexual. But that's the outsider lens. The truth is more sacred than sexual. These rituals are about connection. To the body, to the land, to each other. Some tribes have even banned tourists who try to film these events, because it turns sacredness into spectacle. Still, those lucky enough to witness them often say the same thing. I came thinking they were primitive, but I left realizing, we're the ones who are lost. Lessons tourists take home. After days, sometimes just hours, many tourists feel something change. Without clothes, they feel vulnerable, but also alive. They describe moments of connection with tribal women, laughing together with no language, no judgment. They eat together, dance together, sleep under open skies. And in those moments they learn. Shame is taught. Nudity isn't sinful. And freedom sometimes starts with simply letting go. Some tourists never wear the same kinds of clothes again. Others go home and start entire blogs, YouTube channels, or even movements about body freedom. And yet, most say they can never fully explain what it felt like to be there, to be free. When a location restricts access to tourists, it's often not about exclusion, but preservation. Across the world, several regions have taken the bold step of closing their doors to visitors, either temporarily or permanently, for reasons rooted in sustainability, safety, or cultural respect. Take for example North Sentinel Island in the Bay of Bengal. Home to the indigenous Sentinelese people, this island is strictly off-limits under Indian law. The reason? Protecting the tribe from outside diseases and respecting their wish to remain uncontacted. Any intrusion is not just illegal, it's a threat to their way of life. Then there's Maya Bay in Thailand, famously featured in the movie The Beach. The site once attracted thousands of tourists daily, leading to severe ecological damage. In response, Thai authorities closed it to allow the coral reefs and marine life to recover, a move praised by environmentalists worldwide. It has since reopened, but with strict limits on visitor numbers and no swimming allowed. In Bhutan, tourism isn't banned, but it's tightly controlled. The country follows a high-value, low-impact policy, requiring tourists to pay a daily fee to offset their environmental footprint and support local communities. It's a model that prioritizes sustainability over mass tourism. Some closures are temporary but essential. In Italy, certain hiking trails in the Cinque Terre region were closed during peak seasons to prevent accidents and limit erosion. And in Hawaii, local communities have successfully petitioned to restrict tourist access to sacred or environmentally sensitive sites, emphasizing respect over recreation. These examples show a growing global trend. Tourism is welcome, but not at the cost of culture, nature, or community well-being. As travelers, it's important to understand that not allowed doesn't always mean unwelcoming, it often means caring. So, would you take your clothes off to understand another culture? Would you be willing to face your fear, your shame, and maybe your truth? This tribe may seem strange, shocking, even forbidden. But their way of life teaches us a lesson we often forget. The body isn't shameful. Hiding it is. If this story challenged what you thought was normal, give this video a like. Comment below, would you survive in this tribe? Subscribe for more true stories from places the world tries to keep hidden. We go deeper than travel. We uncover truths. Until next time, stay curious. Stay bold. Stay human.